Hi, I'm Beryl, and the theme for today's episode is the dish that I wish you knew. I've done this theme twice prior, and the idea is to give us all the tools to think in broader strokes about foods from other cultures rather than just the stereotypes. So today there are 3 countries represented, and they're all sweet dishes, which is kind of exciting. Let's begin.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and I live in New York City in America. Although I am currently in the Dominican Republic, which is my home country, the dish that I want to share with you is a dessert called Habichuelas con Dulce, which literally translates to beans with sweetness. I know not a lot of cultures have desserts with beans, and that is essentially what it is because there are 3 main ingredients: beans, sugar, and your milks. It tastes like everything that's right in the world. It's just creamy and sweet. And typically we add raisins. So every time you get a raisin in your mouth, it, will burst. It's served at the end of Lent. It takes a village to make it, and everyone has their own version of it. And I have a lot of fond memories of assisting my grandmother. She was the best at making it. And I wanted to share this with you because typically when people think about Dominican cuisine, they think about 3 things: rice, beans, meat. And we're so much more than that. We're such a varied, spicy, flavorful culture. And I wanted to share something sweet. So yeah, I hope you enjoy going through the process and learning a little bit more about Dominican culture. And at the end, you could say, this is another interesting or weird dessert that I've had.
Okay, this is the red bean dessert from the Dominican Republic. It's definitely interesting seeing across different cultures how red beans are often used in sweet dishes. You see this most commonly in a lot of Eastern Asian countries, so I'm surprised to see this from Dominican Republic. I'm very excited because it smells very comforting. What? This dish is a masterpiece. I have never had anything like this. This has the consistency of when ice cream is beginning to melt. When I was a kid, I called it toddy, and I like this idea of this kind of thicker ice cream soup. You can taste the clove and the cinnamon and the sweetness of the milks, and then there's a savoriness from the beans. It is so perfectly balanced. Wow. Special. This is the type of dish that I would never come across on my own. However, the flavor profile of it is everything that I want in a sweet dish because you can really taste the spices and the sweetness is so balanced with these savory elements. It's like when a symphony comes together to play a beautiful piece of music. Only this time the symphony was potatoes and beans and cloves coming together to make this pudding soup dessert. Before we get to the next dish, let's talk about Thrive Market, the sponsor for today's video. Thrive Market is an online, membership-based grocery store whose mission is to make healthy living affordable for everybody. They have thousands of products on the site, including their own line. I've noticed in the comments a lot of people talking about certain dietary restrictions that they have, and I found that Thrive Market was a really amazing place that allows you to search for ingredients by dietary need, which is something that I think can be hard to come by in a typical grocery store setting. You can shop by over 90 different diets and values on the site. And more than just food, they have home care, beauty care, pet care. Membership is $9.95 a month or $59.95 if you pay for the year, so that's just $5 a month. I've left a link in my description. You can get 40% off your first order plus a free gift worth $50 if you sign up for Thrive Market today. Okay, let's go back to some dishes.
Hi Beryl, my name is Mahdiyyah and I am from South Africa. The dish that I would like to share with you today is called Peppermint crisp tart. Peppermint crisp tart is a dish that is usually eaten here during the summers in South Africa, and we usually serve this at braais when we're having one with our family and friends. This dish comprises of layers of tennis biscuits, fresh cream, as well as our beloved South African chocolate, the peppermint crisp chocolate. If I had to describe this dish, I would probably say that it's a very rich dish because of all the strong flavors that are in it. But with each bite that you take, you just come to love it so much more. It's honestly so delightful to have. The fondest memories I have of this dish is making it with my mother as I was growing up. Because it's such a quick, simple and easy dish to put together, it's something that anyone of any age can make. South Africans are very passionate about our food, especially when it comes to peppermint crisp. I think all South Africans love our peppermint crisp chocolate. We will try and find a way to incorporate it into almost anything. And so I hope you love this dish as much as us South Africans love this dish, because it is a proudly South African dish.
I mean, this is a dessert. So my mouth is like already feeling like, you know, like when you can taste something before you taste it. Before I try this dish, I want to acknowledge the fact that I had to make so many substitutions in order for me to recreate it. So, you know, for everybody from South Africa being like,
what was going on there?
I really tried my best. For example, the coconut cookies, I could not find those here. I did find these coconut cookies at an Asian grocery store. The cream I read in South Africa was like a dairy-free alternative, so I found this coconut kind of Cool Whip that I thought could be a good substitution. Even the chocolate, I had to find a substitution, which was an imported chocolate bar from the UK. Look, this is all just to say, I'm just trying my best out here. Woo, she's sweet. It is very pepperminty, which I love. I love the peppermint flavor. But it also kind of tastes like a pepperminty tiramisu. It's so interesting that a dessert like this would be so emblematic of a country that when I think about the food, I just think about barbecues. The Aero bars are really sending me back to when I was in high school. I had a crush on this guy from the UK and he mailed me Aero bars and I like coveted them. I don't think I've had them since then, and food is funny, how it triggers memories, right? I'm a little embarrassed now. I really like the no-bake cakes because no-bake cake. I feel like I'm choking on it. No-bake cakes. Because it's a low point of entry and like you can almost always find success in them. Even with all the replacements, it tastes really good. And if you're somebody who likes sweet things, I think that you would find this incredibly enjoyable.
Hi, my name is Nadia and I'm from Uganda, but I'm currently living in Eswatini. And the dish that I will be sharing with you all today is Kabalagala. This is a sweet and popular street food from Uganda that is really easy to make. The special ingredient here is the small sweet bananas. They have to be ripe and soft so you can get the right consistency, and we typically eat this as a snack, but you can also have it for breakfast. Even though they're not like American pancakes, they are still pancakes to me. I love this dish because it reminds me of traveling to my grandparents' house, because we would always stop along the way to pick some up, and it just became part of our holiday travel routine. And they're just so irresistible. It's impossible to have just one because you can get so lost in them. I think some Ugandan food is getting some popularity, but the traditional meals still are not as well known, and even though this is a street food, it's not as well known as the Rolex. Ugandan food is so special because it reminds me of home. The staples are just so familiar and warm and welcoming, and you just always know what to expect, and you can never be disappointed.
Okay, deep fried banana pancakes from Uganda. It feels a lot like when influencers are like, these are my healthy banana pancakes that I start every morning with after I drink, a gallon of water with lemon juice. And Uganda's like, deep fry those. If you're not that familiar with Ugandan food but curious, I did a video where we filmed actually in Kampala about a really famous street food dish there called Rolex, which I highly recommend you watch. It's a very fun video. I'm linking it below. Okay, let's try this. Okay. You know what this is like? This is like a sugary puri. Okay, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be hollow actually, now that I'm saying that, because in some of the videos that I watched, it seemed like it was more like dense in the inside. Did I mess this up? I mean, it tastes really good, but maybe I messed this up. Is this one hollow? This one's like mochi. Oh my God. Beryl, is it good though? Ooh, this one's like a little chewy. Okay. Something went positively wrong. Not positively wrong as in like, oh my gosh, it's a positive disaster, but like it went wrong in a positive way. I was very surprised to find out that I didn't have cassava flour to make these because my gosh, do I have a million kinds of flour. Actually, just hold on. This isn't even all the flours that I have. Can everything be made into a flour? What am I gonna do with all this flour eventually? I could eat like 4 more of those deep fried banana pancakes. Wow, those are absolutely delicious. Simple to make. Was the structure correct? Unclear, but they were amazing. The other 2 episodes are here if you want to watch them, and if you have a dish that you would like to be included in another episode like this, my email is in the description. Thank you guys, and I will be seeing you in my next video.